I've been on a journey with this cream. My end summary is I love it and I would definitely rebuy it. What it's meant to do is sort of replenish your skin's natural protective layer. But I'm not gonna let the description stop there because that has way more benefits than a lot of people realize. So it helps keep your skin more soft, more hydrated because your skin's better able to protect itself. And also you get less breakouts because you've got that protective layer. So this may sound and look like a really boring cream, but it's actually instrumental to healthy skin. And I did find that my skin felt and looked healthier throughout my month of using it. As you can see, it's got a few dents in, I've really hammered it, but again, lost the lid. But the texture from first use, you can see is quite thick. And I'll be honest, I've used Cicaplast from Avène, I've used Cicaplast from La Roche-Posay, and I've also used Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream, which again is supposed to protect your barrier, but has more of a hydration sort of boost. And this cream is divine. It comes out really thick and chunky, but it literally melts into sort of almost like a water. So it's great to layer. I didn't get any pilling, which is always something I love in a cream. So in terms of my journey, I started using it and it just wasn't enough moisture for me. I'll be really honest. And in the back of my brain, I was thinking, oh, maybe Ultra Facial is the one I need. But when using Ultra Facial in the day and this in the night, the routine my skin got in then, I was waking up and it felt juicy. I love waking up and it feeling like a little bit bouncy and feeling almost like slightly oily, not too oily, because I've got quite dry skin, and the combination of those two worked perfectly. I'm going to be really sad when it runs out and I'll definitely rebuy it.
I tend to get really bad eczema and dry patches, especially when I'm stressed. And I felt this did a really good job of repairing my skin with that oatmeal, but also soothing any irritation and dryness. I love that it's like a clear texture. It's really lightweight on the skin. In the past, I've used balms that are really white and heavy. So I definitely would say that this is a really great one if you're looking for a balm that you can use in the daytime, because it doesn't have that really white finish. And it's also really lightweight. I've been using retinol for a while, so it doesn't make my skin flare up anymore, but I can imagine it would be really great if you're using retinol. It'd be nice to kind of put it as a barrier underneath to stop any irritation. Oh yeah, I definitely buy this again. Yeah, I will continue using this forever, I think. It's really great. I just love that it feels so lightweight on my skin and just don't have to deal with that heavy stickiness, which in the past, having eczema, I've really struggled with. I still love Cicaplast. It will always have a place in my heart. But I think that this is great if you want to use like Cicaplast in the evening and then this in the daytime, because I would say it's not as nourishing as Cicaplast, but it does offer that like lightweight invisibleness, which you won't get with Cicaplast because it's so heavy and white.
So I really like this. I think it's a great addition to anyone's skincare routine. I've used it for a few issues. So I've used it like where I've had like dry skin patches. I've used it around my nose because I've been blowing my nose loads and I've found that I don't have flaky skin around my nose anymore. I've used it just like as a moisturizer when my skin's feeling really dry, and I think it works for every one of those. You kind of feel like instant relief once you wear it. So I feel like even if you don't use it all the time, it's a great addition to just have for those days that you just need an extra something. So compared to La Roche-Posay Cicaplast, this one has a more balmy texture. The other one's more like a lotion. So it feels a bit more luxurious than that one. It doesn't go greasy or shiny in your skin either, but they both work just as well as each other. Depends what kind of formula you like. I think you could use this on tough areas too, but I think if I wanted like a layer in the daytime, I'd probably use Cicaplast because it's a lighter formula and I can use products on top of it. So if I wanted to wear makeup, whereas this one's a bit thicker, so it might be more of a nighttime one.
To be fair, when I've picked it and I've seen the texture, I wasn't sure if I'm gonna enjoy it that much because I usually go for lightweight textures, and this one looks like a bit too much when you see it first time, but it absorbs very, very quickly. 2 minutes after you put it on, you don't even feel that texture anymore, so it absorbs very quickly. And I do understand what they say when they say it locks the hydration in, because literally my face would be glowy and plumped for the whole day, I would say. I've used it for my face because now with the cold season I get really dry skin, and I've used it on my blisters as well, and it worked wonders on both. Yeah.